Actually, does not
One
look that
thing I
bad.
noticed, like, I was doing
No,
this
Chuck.
speech,
I thought it was gonna
that
look really
I was
bad.
thinking about things that I was doing that were looking
I'll
bad.
give you a
like,
Chuck.
oh my gosh, my hand's shaking.
It's not bad, but it's not
They're
like
all they're all gonna see the paper shaking. I started thinking about that.
So, like, I don't really care.
I feel like I'm more like.
Can't think of him as the same
Yeah.
anymore.
But that's what I was dwelling on. But really, what you should do is like
He's right
embrace that
there.
that's gonna happen and welcome it, so you don't have
Yeah.
to fight with it in your mind. And just
Mullet
be like,
man.
okay, my hand's shaking, that's normal. Or my voice is shaking. It's just normal. And embrace it and welcome it.
Charlie.
And focus on
It
what you
looks
have to say.
great. What are you talking about?
It actually doesn't look that bad.
Thank you.
I thought it was gonna look
No, it
worse.
doesn't look bad. It's
I've
just
either
look
gotten
worse.
it looks not that
Okay,
bad
once
or it
the
looks
side
great.
grows
I
a little
haven't
more, I thought it
worked.
was gonna look
Hey,
really
okay,
bad,
who
but
did
it
the
was
word of the day?
Once the side grows a little more, it's gonna be a bit
Yeah,
better.
once the side grows
Once
a
the
little
side
more.
grows.
Yeah?
Who did the word of the day?
At least you don't have straight hair. So
Guy who runs a 4-3
I
mile.
got curly hair.
The
What?
guy who runs a 4-3 mile, he's like a great cross-country runner at the school here. I forget his name.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Wish me luck,
His
everyone.
name is.
Hope I don't pass out.
Alright,
Give me a letter.
Or cry.
Sean Byrne. V.
Chuck, the more I
He's
see
a
your
legend.
bullet, the more.
Hi,
Nathan.
X.
Where's he at? He's right there. Hi Nathan.
Hey, guys, don't shout out my window.
Hi Nathan.
Hey!
Such an NPC, bro.
Don't shout out my window.
He's an NPC. We have to text him. Nathan is literally an NPC.
That is an insult. You know, you owe Nathan an apology.
No,
Nathan's
true. He's an NPC.
Come on! Don't pick on him like that. He's a human being. He's probably all kinds of original inside
Yeah,
and
he
traits
is.
you don't know it because you keep dismissing him as an
Go.
NPC.
NPC is non-player.
Huh? Non-player character, I know. It's the people who have no personality, like no custom.
No, they have a
flavors.
personality and stuff. It's just they don't.
Can't explain that
I
stuff.
think an NPC is
They're
someone who's a
scripted.
non-player character. So a player. So a person that you can interact with in a game, but they're not being.
There's a movie with the guy who plays Deadpool.
Oh, like computers.
Yeah, so basically
Yes,
they
it's
they're
a
set to
movie.
say something. They're like, "Hi, my name's Andrew."
Are you sure?
Like
Can
in-
you like have a little character and you go up to somebody?
Yeah,
and,
Like in Skyrim, like when
Like
you're in
Fallout.
Skyrim and it's the guys doing this.
What's that movie? With the guy from Deadpool.
The new
The
one.
blue
It's
shirt.
those guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Adam Project.
What?
The Adam
Free
Project.
guy.
He is.
Yeah, the Adam Project.
I'm really messing
It's
up.
all about that. He's in a video game and he's an NPC.
Dude,
I love its original thinking for some reason.
Oh no,
I
that's
couldn't pull off.
that's
that.
Free Guy.
That's
Free guy, yeah, free guy.
I'm well with
Free
the
something.
Yeah, Nathan's actually me. Never do that again, please. Shut up, you're an NPC. Bro, sigh. Nathan just texted me and he's like, "Don't do that ever again."
We're gonna do it again tomorrow.
No, 100%. We can.
I like, how much is the 5
We don't get But I don't get taxed. Because I get paid.
What do you get paid now? Yeah, you get paid.
Okay, well, my sister does. I get paid.
You get 13.
I'm gonna break that back.
Well,
I'm looking for.
I just told you what I get paid, then you tell me what you get paid, so I tell you what I get paid, halfway through what you get paid.
Yeah.
Good.
So you get one up.
Dude, I'm actually looking for a summer job.
Welcome to Sky Zone.
I do. Where?
Welcome to Sky Zone. Yeah. You go to Sky Zone?
I have been thinking.
Free jump. Alright. I'm like, go
You're so good. Passwords?
What is it?
Probably not.
Come work at Sky Zone.
I've done
Are you working at Sky Zone?
Alright.
Yeah, you know,
I hate
like.
that place. You get paid
Bye, guys.
$15.
Yeah.
Babysitting
Don't you get the job?
for free, but you can't.
Besides,
do it.
$10.50 an hour, that's not that bad because if you work enough.
Compared to other places, it's act.
Yeah, but side, you're not paying for gas money. And you, that's just going
Guess
into
how
your
much I
savings.
paid on 9 gallons of gas
Yeah.
the other day?
Oh, wait, let me guess. 9 gallons, so that'd be.
Mr. Eggers, what are we doing
$40.
Yeah.
Grammar, we've got a writing prime,
Or,
short
I'll
story
go
writing
try and
prime.
get like.
I got
Give
a
it a
book
full
that's
tank.
really long.
My brother only filled it up.
Was it Stephen King?
It's that version.
What?
You seen that movie?
About this stuff.
Divergent? Yeah.
You watched the movie?
Ah.
And that big backward?
Wait, Mr. Eckert, what is this?
Oh, it's a Jake.
Ah, well, these guys, well, they got haircuts like you, kind of.
Oh no.
I thought that was the guy from Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't.
Cry about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And plus the code makes it easy.
It was a
I know.
I like it.
It's not bad, but you look better now.
The way my hair goes is cute.
It's not bad.
That's what
I
I
like
said.
you better.
Like,
You don't really
like,
have
Am I honestly jealous?
yeah.
Why would I be jealous of
Let's go.
You know why?
You have
I
That's
never,
what we-
I
that's
never
what we
said
say.
it.
Remember when we
I've been
did
looking
that?
Okay.
Anything looks summer.
What?
Why you spread like a potato? That's.
I'm trying to show my brother because he wants to grow him more. But the thing is, it looks good with like curly hair. His hair is like flat.
Yeah, so
Like Kyle's. It doesn't look
Did
good.
you do the contest? Did you win?
they make these bags way too big. Popcorn. But like, look, Mr. Eggers, it's only like they fill it to here.
Well, then part of it's practical though, because like with potato chips, it'll protect the chips from being crushed. And there's some formula for like how much air they need to put in the bag.
What, 75, 25?
I don't know. But
Well, maybe it's also when they sell the bigger bags, people think there's more chips.
Possibility. I think it's also protect the chips.
Oh my god, of course there's
Is that the bell? Or what?
That was the Belgian.
I know. So it's good for him. Plus, I feel like he probably needs to
Oh my god.
Alright. No, I forgot. He actually does his work. So,
I know, he's a good kid.
like, he's smart. He just does dumb things. I can't say I haven't been around, so.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
I'll be alright.
Okay,
So,
I really want to keep it this way.
Well,
More years.
forever is not the end. Oh my god.
Alright, so,
How long? How long do I have to wait? Do
I don't want to put a number on it.
Can I start
What if this
counting
winds up
now?
being the best seating arrangement we've ever had, and like everything just moves so smoothly? Although, I do realize that side needs to be moved.
I got caught by the school.
Why? Yeah, why do you?
It's trying to thwart me.
Yo, chill out, bro. I ain't do that.
Quit trying to thwart me, man. Okay. So, the goal for today is to finish writing prompt number 11.
Oh.
This is sentence combining and imitating.
It's so
but now with absolute phrase.
It's just outline.
Okay.
And then when you finish that, it's due tonight. If you finish that, you will move to your short story and write your short story. That's due on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Yes?
I'm not actually getting the new seat.
No, you are.
Nah, not really. I don't think you've been a huge problem yet. Except that I'm not sure if you're paying attention.
I am paying 100%. I swear.
Well, I mean, relatively, there was a lot of talking going on. It was Charles' fault. You know, we already established that, right?
It's completely checked.
Then,
Well, maybe because I don't want to put it too close.
yeah,
He
yeah.
needs to
Yeah,
be
it was probably.
isolated in the corner.
It is probably.
But you have a better day?
What?
You have a better
Oh,
day?
yeah, I did. Like World War II. Definitely better than yesterday. Yesterday I just had this feeling that it was not going to be a good day. Oh, today was good.
Good.
How was your day?
Okay, Paige, what are you doing? Gracie?
I'm getting my thing.
Ah. Oh yeah, you need your handouts to get them out. If I don't see you with a handout, I know you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Let's see who doesn't have a handout on his or her desk.
Oh, we get it out.
Somebody's supposed to left one at home, maybe. Remember to grab it in the right folder. Aha!
Aha!
Do
you have an extra copy?
No.
Oh! Angry. You and Peter.
What? I think your compliment is the way you did that.
You suck at making me lists, so I just had to emphasize.
What? Applebee's.
What?
I lost mine.
Your handout. Down to my last like 6.
Failing the world.
Next one you need from me, you pay for. Come out of your pocket. What? Oh. Wait, you need a pass. Where's Paris?
She went home.
I saw her before.
What?
Sick?
Yeah, she went home during lunch.
food phrases, but I left the E off, like the vodka. That would have been bad. Did I spell your name right? Did I spell your name right?
I don't think so.
I think it's A-E, right?
Yeah.
finish? What?
Yeah.
Did you? I'll share the answers in a little bit. Josh, you alright? Everybody finished with the writing prompt? No? Okay, I'll wait a little bit. I'll put the answers up in a little bit. Gesundheit. Should I put the answers up yet? I'll do it. Cool. Yeah. Now, first one, pretty simple, I thought. That's the way it is. One thing, you want this preposition technically here. The electric train was there waiting, and you want nearby to come before resting. Now, that's the order I think they gave it to us in on the choices anyway. But they went nearby before resting. You could probably say it like grammatically. You could say it the other way around, right? The youngest brother was resting nearby, and that might even be more common of a way to express it. But if you want to fit the pattern, you would put the nearby before resting, just for the sake of this exercise. And then the absolute phrase comes afterward. All his work over, and that parallels all the lights on. This again was that weird one yesterday. It doesn't have a participle in it, but instead it ends with a preposition. But you still can see where the was could go in there. All his work was over. But instead, all his work over maybe fits the mold for what an absolute phrase is. Any question about that one? Okay. Yeah, I made my own too. The goalie was close prowling. I don't think that sounds all that good. I would normally say the goalie was prowling close by. Maybe I should say close by. Is that one word? Is close by one word? Huh. Close by. You say it like one word. But it looks like close by. No, it's not a word. It's in Wiktionary. That was hyphenated. Close by. Or you could turn it into an adverb, say he was closely prowling, but that's not the case in the model sentence. So maybe you wouldn't do that. Okay, and then for number 2, as soon as it was over, comma, they pranced around Gracie like courtiers. Maybe a little confused. South on the sea is a pretty big noun with 4 words in there in this phrase. That is the noun, and it's just Gracie in the combined sentence. But it follows a preposition around, like the south on the sea follows the preposition to. And we have we went and they pranced as our subject and verbs. And like courtiers is parallel to for a holiday in some ways, right? And then we get to the absolute phrase at the end. But this time it has an ing form, that present participle form of a verb, to parallel outfitting. So Paul wooing her disgustingly, mother outfitting us completely, and disgustingly comes and is sort of parallel to, it is parallel to completely. Those are 2 adverbs. And then it ends with the prepositional phrase with the stretched smiles and with new closes in the model sentence. So you see some parallel there. Any question about that one? Okay, and number 3, a little fragmenty at the beginning, I guess, the little phrases here, but later and then are time markers, and so is after when I did there. They're preposition, they're functioning like prepositions, kind of. They're showing position in relation to time. And then there's a phrase after that with an adjective, afraid, and an adverb modifying afraid. Did I tell you about adverbs and adjectives before?
I believe so.
Like, can I go to the bathroom real quick? No, it's can I go to the bathroom really quickly?
Yeah.
Because you're modifying a verb with an adverb, and then you can only modify an adverb with another adverb. Well, you also can only modify adjectives with adverbs, so these are crazy rules, but afraid can only be modified by an adverb, so we put an adverb in front of it, very afraid. And happy, well, how happy? So happy. So is kind of modifying or adding a degree to the happiness, like how happy is so happy? That's more happy than happy, right? I'm happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. What's the difference? Anyone? Peter? Peter? Can you even hear me, son? Now you can. Oh. Well, anyhow, so yeah, that's so happy is what you would put there, and then that spot surrounded by commas, and then we got another comma, and we have the main clause. She shook her head warningly, so we'll put he held the baby soothingly. Again, there's that adverb tagged on at the end of the clause. And then there's a comma and a coordinating conjunction, and this is a little weird because usually when I have two verbs to go with one subject, she is the subject, and we've got shook as a verb, and then we got touched. I wouldn't normally put a comma there. So that's a stylistic thing that the author did, and I'm not like, I don't know if that's, I don't think I would actually put a comma there. It's kind of weird. But anyhow, we're sharing one subject, she, with two verbs, shook and touched. And you have to do that in a combination sentence too. So, and bought, and brought. The music, what was brought, and we have the finger and the music are parallel. Music box and finger are parallel. They're both nouns. Then we have prepositional phrase, to her lips, and to her, that's a little different. Here, lips is object of the preposition, and it's a noun. And here, this pronoun her is the object of the preposition. Here, her is actually a possessive pronoun, just showing whose lips they are. Little technical differences there. And then we got another verb. Wait a minute. We have three verbs with one subject. Can you do that? Shook her head, touched a finger, and shook her head. Again. Yeah, I guess you can. Which is cool. So we have and wound it up. And then we finally get the absolute phrase, his voice singing with it. Again, you don't want the was in there. Instead of his voice was singing with it, his voice singing with it makes it into a phrase. If you left the was in there, it would actually be a comma splice at that point because it wouldn't be joining together an independent clause properly to another independent clause. Yeah. Oh, but look at my combination. Wait, no, we skipped that combination. This one from number 2. Did you read it? So long as the kids were attentive, the teacher moved on to absolute phrases for more practice. The students working energetically with optimism. It's kind of neat. I wrote about you guys. Never mind. That's dumb. And then the last one is a little tricky, I thought, because I took, I don't think the first part's all that hard. You just got to be able to figure out, again, what's parallel. So the student teacher erased is parallel to the old woman pointed, and upwards, interrogatively, everything quickly, kind of similar there. Quickly and interrogatively are adverbs. And then we have an and I think, yeah, that's fine. You don't need a comma before the and because it's not joining. Again, here it has a verb that goes with the same subject as erased. The student teacher erased and started to call. We normally wouldn't separate them with commas, but we do have a phrase between there with a hurried cover-up, and that's parallel to Amayan's nodding. And what was the tricky part? Well, it comes in this absolute phrase part here when you get definitely. It's not in order in the choices that you get, but you need to put definitely after coming. Because after being, we get scarcely. So they put the adverb after the present participle here, and then we should do the same thing in our model, put definitely after coming. From her misspelling on the chalkboard, those are two prepositional phrases to end it. Also, misspelled. One of the most misspelled words is misspelled. Got 2 S's. You okay? Any questions? Okay. You can keep working with your short stories then to the end of the hour. Do we have any more time? Yeah, a little bit. About 6 or 7 minutes. Have at it. Charles? No, not you. Are you working?
Yeah.
On what?
Just get
Oh, okay. So can we do a quiz on this, do you think? You can pass it, or?
quiz on what? Like
That's
this stuff?
combining, yeah.
Fail.
Probably not.
Hmm.
I don't think I do that great.
I'm just curious.
Charlie's not gonna do great work.
We should do one though, but like it doesn't count for anything. We should just see how good.
Scratch test?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
I'll think about it.
Which one is